All right, World Series done. So that means baseball's over for the year. I don't know what to exactly do with myself. I'll watch a ton of football, but baseball's done, and let's just recap a little bit of the postseason. New format for Major League Baseball, whether you liked it or not, did bring an exciting product to the field. I mean, you had a little bit of everything. You had teams that hadn't been in the playoffs in a while. You had great energy in all the stadiums, but then you saw some big upsets. You saw the Dodgers, who had a record-setting year for their franchise, lose to a division rival. You saw the Phillies get hotter than the sun and then just hit their way to the World Series, which, holy shirts and pants, when Harper went deep to left center in Game 5, like, that was absolutely bananas. Also got to see the most exciting scoreless extra inning games of all time. And not only did you see one of them, you saw two of them. I mean, the Guardians and the Rays, place was packed until the game-winning home run. And on the flip side, the Mariners-Astros, that game was packed through the 18 innings. Props to all the teams and the fans for a great playoffs. Now, for the World Series, I think it's just simple. Good pitching still trumps good hitting. And the Phillies' bats were hot in Game 1 and in Game 3. But other than those two games, it really was a struggle. And the Astros' depth was just too much. I mean, and then also people forget the Astros do have some star power on offense. And Yordan Alvarez's moonshot over the batter's eye in Game 6 to seal the game. I mean, guy's a stud. If you didn't know who he was before, you definitely know who he is now. Everyone needs to get out of their mind about the connection with the 2017 Astros. It's a way different team now. And if you think about it, give a team credit where their roster has changed so significantly. They fired a manager, general manager. You brought new pieces in. And as we all know, it's not that simple to just plug in new front office, new management, and bring in new players and expect to have success. And the Astros have done that. And whether you love them or you hate them, and most people hate them, they're really good. They are really, really good. And they turned out to be the most consistent team from start to finish. And even in the playoffs with this whole new format and teams having a bye, the Astros didn't blink. Actually, the Astros didn't lose a game in the ALDS or the ALCS en route to the World Series. So they deserve their credit. Now, on the flip side for Philly, disappointing, but you brought life back to that city. And for certain guys like Harper, you just cleansed some demons and reminded people that you are an MVP and you are a talented player that can carry a franchise to a World Series and hopefully winning it in the future. And because of this new format, I'm not going to be surprised if we're going to see another story run like Philly next year. And I think that part is cool. And whether you say it's fair or not, if there's one thing I wish could change is still prioritizing winning the division. And right now, I honestly wouldn't mind seeing one-game playoffs for the first round. It's a winner-go-home game. That puts a lot of stress on the teams playing in that game. And that, to me, would put them at more of a disadvantage. More fair to the teams that had a more consistent and strong 162-game regular season. Now we're in the offseason, and that's a whole different animal and breed. But we will talk about that more later. Just wanted to give some thoughts. Hope you have a great day.